became the all-time winningest coach in 1995 and was inducted to the Basketball Hall of Fame 3 times. I can offer up even more credentials, but let's put a finish to these rhymes. Can we count the accolades in this man's resume? Probably not. There are too many. Let's welcome a humble, talented, sincere, and kind man. Last name Wilkens, first name Lenny.
Hey, Avi.
How are you, man?
Wow. I didn't expect all that.
Well, you deserve it. And you realize that no one was going out of the way to help your mom after your father died. They looked down their noses at you and your family, and as a result, you built a wall at that time. Is that right?
No question about it. Certainly, people were very standoffish at the time. And
you know what the sad cycle of life is? It's sometimes we're not really privy to how much our parents or our elders really know until they're gone.
No question about it. And, I didn't have the luxury of knowing my dad real well.
I can listen and try to understand what the plight of the African American is, but I'll never know that because I'll never know what it's like to walk into an affluent neighborhood and have eyeballs judge me just based on my appearance.
At Providence, our professors were great. The teachers, it was from a kid who, made a remark that was a little off color, but
they're looking at you strangely, assuming that because you're from Bed-Stuy, you're carrying a knife or a gun.
Or a gun, right? Exactly. That's exactly what they thought. But I had neither. I couldn't afford one. but
you took your team to the NIT finals, and a lot of people don't know the NIT was big back then. You're named MVP, yet you were still passed over for one of the greatest U.S. men's basketball teams of all time that people forget. Jerry West, Oscar Robertson, Walt Bellamy, Jerry Lucas. Did that light a fire in you at the time?
Oh, it really did, because I felt I should be on the team. I wanted to be on the team.
The name he used was Leroy Smith, because Leroy Smith took his last spot in Laney High School, and Jordan literally kept that name in his psyche, in his noggin, and would remember that name as a way to motivate himself to keep that chip on his shoulder. So important, I think, for athletes, essentially, to try to motivate themselves instead of to wait to be motivated, right?
No question about it.
But before then, there was an abundance of racism that you and Marilyn encountered at the time in the suburb area of St. Louis. And as a result, you watched people. You observed them. You wouldn't let anyone know what you were thinking or feeling. And as a matter of fact, if they misread you, it was to your advantage, right?
No question about it. Body language is so important.
Now, another trio of options. Someone, guys and gals, who's class personified, he's part of these options as well. Which would you pay for to see and why, Lenny? Dikembe Mutombo, the runway model. Cast of Goodfellas as studio audience members on Jerry Springer. Or Shaquille O'Neal, the professional ice skater.
I would see Dikembe Mutombo.
I love it. You've done a lot of interviews. Is this up there? You had a good time?
Yeah, I had a wonderful time. And listen, one of these days we'll get back together, okay?
Guys and gals and pals, thanks for watching, and please don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, comment, rate, and share all of our videos. It takes 1 second to do so, and we would appreciate it if you can. And check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X, and of course TikTok. And don't forget to come hang out with us every Saturday night live, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, on both of our YouTube channels, our Facebook channel, and 53 other pages for the TKN Celebrity Grand Tournament. And you never know who's going to come to the show. Already there have been 22 Hall of Famers, 22 award winners from Hollywood, all competing for $13,000, a trip for 2 to Greece. The pride and the prize, guys and gals. Saturday night is where you get entertained and you learn. We call it edutainment. Check us out, and remember, you're the one that determines the outcome of each one of these pairings. Celebrities from all walks of life, wrestling, film, TV, sports, music, comedy, theater, all come together to compete for one goal. Mr., Mrs., or Miss TKN. One will reach the summit and win this entire tournament. Be a part of the action. Thank you again, and tell your friends to join us.